Welcome back, coin collectors and history lovers. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable periods of British coinage, the era of King George. For many people around the world still have old British pennies, florins and half-crowns passed down through families, stored in drawers or kept as souvenirs, without knowing that some of these coins are now worth a very large amount of money. During the reign of King George V, British coins were struck with incredible craftsmanship, and many were made from high silver content, which alone gives them strong value today. However, what truly makes certain George V coins extremely valuable is rarity, low mintage, special varieties, minting errors, and high-grade condition. Some pennies from this era are known to sell for astonishing prices, while rare florins and half-crowns have become some of the most sought after UK coins by collectors. In this video, we will carefully explain how to identify the most valuable George V penny, florin, and half-crown coins. We will look at key dates, silver content, design changes, and collector demand that push prices sky high. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced numismatist, this video will help you understand why these British George V coins are worth so much money today, and how to spot a rare coin before it is too late. So make sure you watch this video until the end, because you might already own a George V coin that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Let's get started. First up, the world of British numismatics, as we explore the history, background, rarity, features, and potential volume of the 1918 UK 1 penny coin, which remains one of the most interesting pieces produced during the reign of King George V, and collectors around the world continue to search for well-preserved examples because this specific year carries not only historical importance but also special mint variations that sometimes make it more valuable than other pennies from the same era. The 1918 penny comes from a time when the United Kingdom was still recovering from the massive impact of the First World War, and the Royal Mint was facing major production challenges, which led to some coins being struck at other facilities, including the Heaton Mint and the King's Norton Metal Company. And these variations are identified through small mint marks that can increase the worth of the coin depending on rarity, condition, and collector demand. When we talk about value, the most important factor is condition, because collectors always focus on how well the coin has survived over the decades, and the 1918 penny can be found in many different states, ranging from heavily circulated pieces with worn surfaces to extremely fine examples that still show sharp details on both sides, and each condition level changes the price significantly in today's coin market. Collectors also study the portrait of King George V on the obverse, which should show clean lines in the beard, hair, and crown design, while the reverse, featuring Britannia, should display strong detail in the shield, trident, waves, and lettering, because these features determine eye appeal and desirability, and they strongly influence the final market value of any 1918 penny, especially those struck at the Heaton or King's Norton facilities. In general, a normal 1918 penny in heavily worn condition is usually worth only a small amount, but coins in very fine or extremely fine grades can be worth more, and rare mint marked versions, especially those in higher grades, gain collector attention quickly because they are harder to find, and prices can rise when demand increases or when a unique example appears in auctions or private collections. One important thing viewers should understand is that coin values change over time depending on collector interest, economic conditions, and availability of high-grade examples, and many collectors today search for coins from the early 20th century, especially those linked to historical events, because they represent a physical connection to the past, and this makes the 1918 penny more than just a piece of bronze, since it carries the weight of its era. When presenting this type of content on YouTube, it is helpful to show clear images of genuine examples while explaining the mint marks, the portrait details, and the Britannia reverse, and you can also compare different grades to help your audience understand why certain coins are worth more and how small differences in wear can affect value, and this keeps viewers engaged and encourages them to subscribe for more numismatic knowledge. You can further expand the video by discussing how collectors store, preserve, and grade coins, and how careful handling can protect old pennies from corrosion, scratches, and other damage, and giving tips on identifying genuine pieces will also help beginners feel confident and interested in building their own collections, especially when starting with affordable coins like the 1918 penny, which offers both history and learning value. This topic is perfect for a long educational YouTube video because you can break the information into sections, such as history minting, process, design, features, grading, standards, and market value, while guiding viewers through each stage at a comfortable pace and encouraging them to comment, share their experiences, and subscribe to the channel for more detailed coin guides and rare coin updates. As you close the video, remind your audience that the 1918 UK 1 penny coin remains a fascinating collectible that connects us to an important period in British history, and its value depends on mint marks, condition, and overall rarity, so collectors should always check their coins carefully, and if they enjoy this type of exploring, they should subscribe, like, and follow your channel for more deep and long numismatic discussions that help them learn and discover hidden treasures in their own collections. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny coin from the year 1928, a fascinating bronze piece from the reign of King George V that continues to attract the attention of coin collectors around the world due to its historical background, scarcity, and high grade, and the visual charm that reflects the era of early 20th century British coinage. The 1928 1 penny coin was struck at the Royal Mint and features the portrait of King George V facing left on the obverse, designed by Sir Bertram McKennell, and this coin holds significance because it was minted during a period of economic recovery following the hardships of the First World War, making it a symbol of national strength and stability, sought after by collectors who appreciate coins with historical connections. On the reverse side, the coin displays the seated Britannia, holding a trident and shield which had long represented British naval power and imperial confidence, and this classic design makes the 1928 penny visually appealing and instantly recognizable, especially for new collectors who love traditional British iconography on copper and bronze coins from earlier decades. The value of a 1928 UK 1 penny coin depends heavily on condition, and collectors categorize coins from heavily worn to mint state, and the difference in appearance and detail can create large differences in worth, making it important for collectors to understand grading, since high-grade examples of this year are not always easy to find, especially with sharp details in the portrait and Britannia. In heavily circulated grade, this coin usually has modest value, but collectors always appreciate any piece with readable lettering and visible design, and as the condition improves, the value can rise significantly, with extremely fine and uncirculated coins gaining the most interest because they show minimal wear, original surfaces, and strong visual appeal that make them stand out in any coin collection. Some 1928 pennies survive in exceptional condition, and these pieces often come from old saved collections or untouched storage boxes, and when such coins appear in auctions, collectors may pay high amounts, especially when the coin shows natural luster, well-struck features, and an overall pleasing appearance, which makes it a highlight for both beginners and advanced numismatists. To truly understand the worth of a 1928 1 penny coin, collectors must consider historical demand, rarity, condition, and market trends, and because British pennies have a strong global following, this coin continues to be research traded and showcased by enthusiasts who enjoy studying each unique detail, such as strike strength, texture, and color tone found on high-quality examples. This coin also carries educational value, teaching the story of King George V, the economic climate of the late 1920s, and the evolution of British currency leading toward the later monarchs and designs that replaced earlier bronze issues. And for many people, the 1928 penny becomes a doorway into learning more about world history and British heritage through numismatics. For those who wish to start collecting or investing in old British pennies, subscribing to channels that explore coin values and histories can help you stay updated with market demand, auction results, and expert opinions, and this creates a solid path for understanding how coins like the 1928 penny fit into the wider world of rare and valuable British currency. If you enjoy discovering the hidden worth of old coins, rare dates, minting history, and the stories behind British pennies, then make sure to subscribe, like, and join our journey as we examine more classic coins and help you learn how to identify value, rarity, and numismatic importance, so you can build knowledge, confidence, and a strong collection over time. Next up, the historical 1 penny coin from the year 1911 in the United Kingdom, a coin that carries more than 100 years of heritage and connects us to the early years of the reign of King George V. This coin is not only a piece of currency, but also a window into the past, showing the art, the history, and the craftsmanship of the early 20th century, and collectors around the world search for this coin in different grades to understand its value and its importance. The 1 penny coin of 1911 was struck in bronze and features the portrait of King George V on the obverse, designed by Bertram McKennell, and it represents the early portrait used during his reign, while the reverse of the coin includes the figure of Britannia seated with a shield and a trident, showing the strength and pride of the British Empire at that time. And this design continued to impress collectors for generations due to its classic and powerful appearance that symbolizes British identity during that era. Collectors often want to know the value of this 1911 1 penny coin, and the price depends mainly on its condition and rarity. Coins found in circulated condition usually have lower value, while coins in fine, very fine, or extremely fine grades hold stronger worth, and uncirculated pieces with sharp details, smooth surfaces, and strong color can reach even higher value among serious collectors, as these coins represent the best preserved examples from that historical period. In the lower circulated grade, the 1911 1 penny coin can be worth a small amount due to wear and loss of detail. However, even these coins attract attention because they carry real historical memory, and many new collectors begin their journey by collecting such affordable pieces, as they are easy to find and offer a great introduction to the numismatic world, especially for those who are learning about early copper and bronze British coinage. In the better mid-range grade, such as very fine, this coin can reach a higher value because the details of the portrait and Britannia remain clear and sharp, making it more appealing to collectors who want strong detail without the high cost of a fully uncirculated coin. And this grade is popular among budget collectors who still appreciate quality and preservation. In extremely fine grade, the 1911 1 penny coin becomes much more desirable as the details remain crisp and the surface retains much of its original look, and this condition increases value significantly because it reflects a coin that has been carefully stored or lightly handled over the decades, making it more rare in comparison to heavily circulated pieces that lost much of their definition over the years. The highest value usually appears in uncirculated or mint state condition, where the coin displays full luster, strong color, and untouched surfaces. These coins are the most sought after by serious collectors and numismatists because they represent the closest possible appearance to the moment the coin was originally struck in the Royal Mint in 1911, and these examples can sell for several times more than circulated ones, depending on brightness and strike quality. When preparing a YouTube video about this coin, it is important to tell viewers about the background of the year 1911, which was an important time when King George V had just begun his rule and the British Empire was still wide and powerful. This adds emotional value to the story of the coin, helping the audience connect with the past and understand why collectors value such old pieces from this period, especially those with strong historical meaning. Encouraging viewers to subscribe to your channel is also essential. During the script, you can tell them you will share more information about rare coins, values, historical backgrounds, top selling prices, auction records, and tips for new collectors. And by adding your friendly tone and long explanations, you can attract more viewers who enjoy learning about coins while supporting your content and helping your channel grow steadily. This 40-minute style script gives you enough depth, detailed storytelling, and historical background to keep your audience engaged while discussing the 1 penny coin from 1911 United Kingdom. And by presenting each part slowly, clearly, and passionately, you can create an interesting video that teaches your viewers about value, rarity, history, and collecting tips while maintaining a smooth flow from beginning to end without interruption or technical language, making it enjoyable for all coin lovers.